Hey everybody, Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon, today coming at you with a couple of stories from the Entitled Parents subreddit. I'd rather give my kids drinks with chemicals in them instead of giving them McDonald's drinks. Let's jump right in. Right, so here goes my first Entitled Parents post. So sorry if it's not written well. This happened last weekend to me, so it's not fully fresh in my mind, but it's pretty close word for word. Background info, I just started working at Starbucks. It's a great time. At my place we close at 6, we do a call 5 min before closing for final drinks, and to let customers know that they will need to leave when it hits 6. Because we need to clean the place and wash all the machines, chemically rinse certain things, as you do with a coffee machine, no matter where you are or work. I'm not too sure as I'm new, but I know it takes a tad to clean them and stuff. I'm cleaning the front and outside area, and my coworkers are out back doing money things and cleaning dishes. The cast is me, the newbie, ED entitled dad, CK1 and 2, his cute kids, semi-entitled, I blame the dad, SM super awesome shift manager. So it's 6:10 p.m. and we have officially closed. My coworkers and I are cleaning the store, the signs have been brought in, the chairs inside are all stacked, the food has been put away. You can clearly see that there is nothing out and that everything is clean. I'm finishing bringing in the last of my tables from outside the store, and as I'm about to close the door, 2 cute kids run inside. They're probably about 5-ish and 7, and in comes their dad behind them. Oh, are you guys closed? Yes, sorry, we closed at 6, we're just finishing up cleaning. Well, your door was open, so I guess you're not closed. Am I right? Lucky us, eh boys? Sorry, the door was open so we could bring in all the outside furniture, and I was just closing it before your children ran inside. Sorry, could you please ask them to stop playing with the merchandise as it breaks easily? Sorry. As I'm saying this, his kids are running around touching the merchandise and playing with the straws and so on. And he completely ignores my statement. Well, that's completely unacceptable. As a business, if your doors are open, you are still expected to serve customers. You can do a couple of drinks for us. It's only us 3, no big deal. I'm sorry, but all the equipment and produce have been put away and cleaned. The machines are currently going through their cleaning cycle, so I don't think we can make you a drink. If we made you a drink, it would not be consumable, as there would be cleaning chemicals and so on. And we've already cashed up for the night, so the till and EFT POS aren't working. Once again, I'm not too sure since it's not my job to clean the machines, but I told him what I knew, and I knew that the drinks couldn't be made. Are you saying you won't make us any drinks? Just give them the drinks. I'm sure they will be fine. I can't believe this. I promised my boys some hot drinks, and I need a coffee after such a hard day at work. Just make us our drinks and we'll head off. I'm really sorry about this, but we can't make you any drinks. They wouldn't be consumable at this time. I think there is a McDonald's a minute down the road. You'd be able to get some drinks there. As I said this, he got a lot closer to me. I'm about 5'4", and he was probably at least 6'1", and he pretty much just started to yell in my face. Why would you tell me to go to McDonald's? I'm not that cheap, and my kids deserve better. The drinks are horrible there and not good for kids. Stop whatever you've been doing and make our orders. Your customer service is horrendous. Is there anyone else here? By this time, my other coworkers had noticed this loud noise and had come out anyway. My shift manager comes up to the guy and says pretty much the same things I did at the start, and then says, "Look, we've been closed for 20 minutes now, sir. Please leave my coworker alone as she has done nothing wrong. Please stop trying to intimidate her into getting your way. I can point you in the right direction to where you can get your drinks, or you can get out of the store." Entitled dad looks pretty flustered by having a male come out and tell him what's what. So he tells the kids to go, and he leaves and slams the door. So my shift manager is pretty cool, and I'm happy. I didn't have to deal with him any longer. It sounds to me like Entitled Dad needs a reality kick and doesn't understand how retail stores work. I was reading the comments on this story and actually found another story listed down below. It's actually really good. So sorry you had to deal with the crazy. You remind me of an old grocery store story I'd not thought of in years. So this is Florida in the early 90s. A hurricane is forecast to hit our area the next day, technically later the same day, as we close at midnight, and all this went down probably somewhere around 1 a.m. We had hell day of people picking the shelves clean before they hunkered down, then we closed and had to secure the store. This meant moving everything out of open fridge and freezer cases to the ones that closed, futile effort if the power's out more than an hour, but policy, taping up the windows, unplugging everything non-essential, and bringing in all the carts and everything else not a dumpster or literally secured to the ground via concrete. So the beggars are dragging all the carts inside the only way they can, through the front doors, when this absolute lunatic of a woman with 4 kids showed up. She demanded we fulfill her entire shopping list and check her out. The registers are all unplugged. Half of the stuff she wanted was sold out that morning. The other half was inaccessible due to all the carts blocking stuff or our rearranging cold things. We literally had no way to help her and asked her to leave repeatedly. I did, the manager did, and eventually even the giant hulking produce manager did. She would not go. My awesome manager threatened to call the cops, and she just dared us to do it, asserting they had better things to do with the storm coming than deal with a store refusing to sell. Besides, they'd never arrest kids. Then she gave her kids assignments to go running around the store collecting what she needed since we wouldn't help her. And off they scampered. What were we going to do? Tackle them? Of course, they mostly failed. The few things they found, we refused to ring up for obvious reasons. Then she declared that if we wouldn't check her out, it was free. No. By around this point in the game, a couple of really annoyed cops finally showed up. She threw an absolute fit at the cops that we were refusing to sell her the things she needed for the storm, and she had children. Yeah, we'd noticed the kids, lady. The cops were not having it as they'd been called about a trespass, and it was blindingly obvious before anybody spoke we were shut down for the storm. The giant closed signs at every door were a tiny hint. The cops escorted them out of there without the few things the kids had found, and we continued with our emergency shutdown checklist. Not sure what happened to them after that, but we didn't see them again. I suspect they were exceptionally stupid tourists who should have gone home well before the hurricane was that close. You need to do what I want because I'm extra special. No. Entitled Mother thinks that my personal swim gear belongs to her. So for some backstory, we have a swim team at my high school that starts in mid-November. I wanted to start to get back into shape before I try out for it, so I joined a gym that had a lap pool I could use. I'm 17, so I just drive there and back myself. A few days earlier before the encounter, I learned that a swim team for 10 to 11-year-olds started just a few minutes after I would usually stop swimming, like 5 to 10 minutes after I usually stop. On to the story. I just finished my workout and I climb out of the pool. As I was walking over to my bag which had my stuff, I saw that a mom and her kid walked into the pool area. I guess they were here for the swim team practice, so I just kept drying myself off normally. I'm kind of lazy, so I just put my shorts over my wet jammers to save some time. I finished getting dressed and I start to pack up my swim gear. I bought myself some nice swim gear, like a kickboard, a pull buoy, a pair of new goggles with some money I earned from my job. I finished packing the stuff into my bag and start to walk out. But the mom I saw earlier came over to me. The encounter went like this. Hey, my son forgot his swim gear for his practice today, and I was wondering if he could use your gear. She was actually pretty nice about it at first, but it got worse. Sorry, I'm just about to head out, and I need to take my swim gear with me. Could you just leave your gear here and come back for it tomorrow? No, sorry, I'm just not comfortable with that. I turn around and I start to walk off when she grabs my shoulder. This is where things went downhill. So, my son needs that gear for his practice. Just give it to me and I'll leave it at the desk for you tomorrow. I need to go. I'm not giving you my stuff. Maybe the coach has gear you could borrow from. I start to walk off when something I didn't expect to happen happened. Entitled Mother literally grabs my bag, which not only does it have my gear, but my wallet and phone, and starts walking away with it. I only had it over one shoulder and wasn't really holding on too tight. Give me my bag back, that has my phone in it. So, you should have let me have it, and now it's your fault you left your phone in it. My son needs this gear more than you. The lifeguard who was sitting near the pool saw what was happening and walked over. Is there a problem here? Yeah, he wouldn't give me his gear. My son needs that gear more than he does. Lifeguard looks over at me and just notices the sheer look of, "Are you seeing this bullcrap?" on my face. Okay, I saw you take his gear away from him. Just give it back or we'll have to kick you out. How come? My son needs that gear more than he does. He wouldn't give it to me. Come on, just give me my bag back. It has my phone in it. Lifeguard makes her give my bag back and she just walks away with the most pissed look on her face. The only upside is that I got a free 2-week membership to the gym. The lifeguard told the story to his boss and they wanted to make sure I still wanted to be at the gym. Good guy, more people should be like him. So that was my very first encounter with a wild, entitled mother and my first post onto this sub. It sounds like the entitled mother here is employing the Karen logic. If you're done with your things, I get to use it just because. OP, I think you're pretty lucky your bag didn't get thrown in the water once you told her that your phone was in there. So I think you made out okay in this situation, and you even got a couple free weeks of membership. Well done. I want to thank all of the OPs for posting their stories to the Entitled Parents subreddit. You can visit them at the links in the description below. Please go there and give them an upvote. Once again, this is Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon saying thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share it with your friends. And we'll see you in the next one.